Thank you, Joe. He stepped in at the last minute for us, and as usual, you were up to it, and we thank you. And listening to you talk or sing about the broken road really made me realize that I wouldn't be where I am or have the understanding that I have or the healing that I have if my road hadn't been broken. It really forced me to go internally. It made me sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it was a good reminder. Thank you. This month, we're talking about passion, responsibility, and relationships. I almost forgot the third one again. And I really wanted to talk about passion because we don't talk about it a lot. And I started thinking, when did I first know that word? When did I first have a meaning for passion? And I think it goes back to pre-teen years where I used to read all these romantic novels. It was always the strong woman fighting the strong man, and they'd have these big fights, and then they'd have these passionate makeups. And it taught me, because I equated that then with love, that that's what a relationship was supposed to be. And boy, was I wrong. I have one of those.
It should be like that. We all wish it should be.
Oh, I could do without all the anger and the fights, boy. But I then started thinking, what else does passion mean to me? What comes to mind? And I thought about all the sound bites that have been going on in the last few years, maybe 10 years, and how you're supposed to find your passion, and you're supposed to follow your passion. And then I had other questions like, well, what if I don't have a passion? Does that mean that I'm left out? I can't have a life because I'm not passionate about anything. And I wasn't passionate about anything till in my 40s. And they're saying, find your passion, and I'm going, okay. It's lost to me, and I couldn't find it. And then I started looking at passion as on a continuum. You know, there was the passion of the Christ. There's the passion in making love. There's the passion of the maestros or the artists who are almost obsessed by the passion. And I realized that there's a place where passion is out of balance. So I started looking at out of balance over here, like it's consumed almost by the passion, and then over here, not having passion, not having a feeling, not having anything you really care about. And I started looking at this place in the middle. So if I'm bringing it here, what does that mean for me? What does that passion look like? And in the process of that, I've also spent the last 5 or 6 years really looking at the word love and changing how I look at love and what love means for me. Because I used to say, I love this food, or I love that color, and I love this person, so I lumped everything all in together. So love in one part was equated with passion, but then when you look at more about love, if I'm passionate about my art and my creativity, and you read about these artists or the writers, and they'll write for 72 hours or paint for a week till a painting's done and everything. Where's the self-love in that? Because most of the parts that they talk about, they're not sleeping, they're not eating, they're not taking care of themselves. So as I thought about this, balance came into that. Where is the balance in it? And is it necessary? And again, we have free will choice. You can choose the life that you want. If you want to be consumed by it, that's not a bad thing. But I'm talking about if we're focused on a life where we have, okay, let's call it a normal life. You know, you got the picket fence and you got 2 point whatever kids and you have a family and you're doing all of those things, and you want to have that relationship with your family and a relationship with life, then doing something that's obsessively consuming for you doesn't fit into that. So you first have to look at, what do I want my life to be? What do I want in it? And then start redefining the words that are being used. Could passion in a more balanced form be simply enjoying life? Could that be a passion? To me, there's feeling and enjoyment. When I'm out in the woods, I feel. My heart opens up. I smile, I hear the birds, or I'll hear the creek, or I feel this beautiful sound in the silence. Could that also be passion? instead of passion having to be an extreme emotion. So I spend a lot of time redefining words in my life and understanding that living the best life we can, having the best relationships we can, being responsible for that is a loving, passionate approach. If I care about my kids and I want to see them do good in school and I want them to have clothes and I want them to eat well and I want them to be happy, is not that the passion of the mother? Or the same for the passion of the father? If I meditate and pray and try to be the best person I am, is that not a passion of spirituality, a passion of faith, a passion of belief? Do I have to abuse myself and beat myself or do something to show that? Can I not have that by just living an ordinary life? And I don't mean ordinary as a negative, but a life that most people have. It's so hard with the words we have. The words just don't describe sometimes what you're trying to say. But is not what we have okay? Somebody talks about, you know, they love going to yard sales and they do this or they resell or they love their garden. You love sitting and enjoying life. Can they not both be passion? If what it is you're doing or thinking or being makes you happy, makes you take care of yourself, allows you to be the best you can be, is that not passion? I think it is. I think that it's not an adrenaline-fueled passion. It's more of a foundational passion that's a part of what we are and who we are. When we can connect with those around us, when we can look people in the eyes and enjoy having them, where we can be and take care of ourselves and love ourselves, where we're responsible for our thoughts or our behaviors, where we care about relationships, including the relationship with ourselves. And relationships are more than just about a marriage. We have a relationship with everything we do and touch. Everything has consciousness. Right now, most of us are having a relationship with our chair. And we're very full of gratitude because it's not breaking and dropping us on the floor, right? So, to look under the words that we use so easily in life. Advertising has taken over our lives. We have sound bites, we have these sayings, we have the top 10 self-help books that are just out using all those words and what we should be doing. But to just be okay with who you are, to love the difference you make in being a school coach, helping those kids, or a teacher helping those kids in doing that. Is that not as great for the world as the Mona Lisa? I think that our values are skewed and that somehow we've lost the humanity in the skewing of those values, in this marketing way, in this way of trying to be okay or to sell the latest product. Sometimes we forget what really matters. I know so many people who go from book to book to book. But do you take the time to really understand the book, to understand you in your relationship to the book and what's being said? It's like affirmations. They can come out with the latest affirmation, or you can get it every day. But if you don't believe that affirmation, and you don't have a good relation with it and understanding of sharing one, what good is that affirmation going to do to you? It takes participation. When you go for prayer and you ask for help, or in the healing circle, it's a relationship issue. Are you willing to do your part? Are you willing to let go of whatever you want healed? Are you willing to see the truth? It's more than something being done for us. We're all connected. We're all united. What each of us does every day makes a difference. Our thoughts matter. Our behaviors matter. Our actions matter. We have a relationship with everything we see, touch, know, smell, all of it. We're one cell in a very large organism. Did I get that right? I said that word right. We were joking the other day about how easy it is to say that wrong. But it's important that we value ourselves and the difference that we make. And that is passion. To love yourself unconditionally. And past that to where condition doesn't even come into the word, you just love. That's a passionate expression of beingness, of livingness, of responsibility, of relationship, because when we love and our heart's open, it sparks everyone we touch. It sparks everyone you talk to on the internet. It radiates out like radio waves. Passion is a wonderful thing. When you're looking to find your passion, you're looking for the truth of who you are. Who am I? Who is Sandy? That's my passion. That's where my passion is. That's all about my love and my heart and what I'm here to be and do, to make a difference in my own way, as we all make a difference in our own ways. Coming together to make this beautiful tapestry. It doesn't have to be hard, but it is being aware and being mindful. Aware of what we do, mindful of what's happening. Remembering, mindful is about remembering. To be mindful of the things we see, to do the little things, the smiles, the holding doors open, the talking to people, the sharing, the offering to help. All these things that are so easy to do. That's where passion shows itself, because you care enough to make the effort to reach out, to help each other and to be each other. And that's what we do in the Healing Circle. We combined our passions together, wanting all of us to see the truth and the clarity, to have all our wishes granted, to help, to do the best we can. That's why it's so important to come. The more of us that come together, focusing on these thoughts, allowing love to flow, allowing caring to flow, opening up yourselves and what's going on around makes a difference. So many times we think, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to contribute. We all have something to say, and we learn from each other. Something I don't know, you know. Something didn't work for me, worked for you, and you can tell me why. You can be a role model for me. I can be a role model for you. We help each other along the path. So when you think about finding your passion, or you see that in a magazine or on the internet, living your joy, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a career. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of being day in and day out. And when you love yourself, when you're happy with yourself, that spreads out. When you wake up and embrace the love, when you see the sun up, when you feel another good day, that's passion radiating out that's going to touch everybody. If everybody else is grumpy, but you're smiling, you help them remember that it's okay to smile and how to get out of the grumpiness. We help each other. Think of passion differently. Think of love differently. I don't have to be in love. I don't have to give love. I don't have to receive love. Because when I am love, when that is who and what I am, when I am that verb, loving, all of the other is part of it. It can't be anything else. When we talk about love is spoken here, that's